Drivin Ivan here behind me. An extremely unique car, not just because it's rare, but because this one in particular has so many rare things about it. It's gonna blow your mind. If you know these cars, it's a Nissan Figaro, but this one is oh so special, and I think it's the best one in the world. I'm super qualified to review this car, by the way, because I've driven the right-hand drive version in England, actually, and this one has been converted to left-hand drive for America. It's the Figaro Americano, and it's Joseph's car, and I'm going to review it. I'm going to talk to him about what he's done to it, and really you're going to know everything about these cars, and you'll have seen the most special one. So smash that like button, subscribe, and buy me a coffee if you like the content. But let's get going on this 1991. They're all 1991s. Nissan Figaro. Yes, here we go. Let's just start with the shape. The shape is amazing. Now, original wheels, they wanted them to look like white walls, but this particular car really does have white walls on it. They've done so much to make it special and unique, and even the color. It came in 4 colors, which were representative of the seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall, autumn. So this one is actually, it's closer to the blue color, but it's not. It's more of a light sky blue, and it is incredibly beautiful. The first modification we'll talk about is these LED headlights, but you know, while the car was originally set up to be right-hand drive, and so the headlights would sway one way, these sway the other way for the US market. So really everything's been thought of in this. But this car, you see it and you are just happy. Now Joseph has given it a name too. Her name is Lily. So yes, it was styled and influenced to be, I'll tell you more about this later, but they wanted a 50s retro look. So you had cars like the Citroën 2 Chevaux 2CV for you English-speaking people, and also the Fiat 500, I would say, and the Auto Bianchi Bianchina, which really kind of shares this unique kind of convertible styling. I'll show you the way the top goes down, but it's just a car that you see and you are instantaneously, I think, happy. It's just beautiful, and in this color, again, it just makes it so special to my eye. And you know, these wheels too, whereas they wanted the white wall look on the original, this one actually has the white walls, so that's really a 50s thing. You know, I had white walls on my 70 Chevelle. My dad had it on his 70 Coupe de Ville convertible, and I've always loved white walls, and these are just oh so stylish and classy. Wheels really make a car, and in this one, yeah, it's just all that much better because these wheels are super custom. Coming back to the front here, even this parking stick right here is used so you can see the corner of the car when you're parking. How about that? And of course, this one is on the right-hand side of the car. And of course, if this was in Japan or England, it would be on the left-hand side. And it's a rare option too, so there you go. Super cool, huh? So many customization details to go through. This would have originally been, the whole bezel here would have been chrome, and because that kind of pitted and didn't look great, they decided to go with body color and restored it, but you still have the chrome on the outside. A lot of chrome in this because, you know, that's what they had in the 50s, of course, and that's what inspired this. I'll go more into that when I get inside and drive it, but for now, I think I'll show you the interior. So many things in the interior are stock, or sort of stock it would appear, but just check all this stuff out. Of course, leather inlays were not in the car. And again, this is left-hand drive. 20,070 some odd cars were made, and probably only about 30 tops were, you know, converted to left-hand drive. And so this is ultra super rare, but they would not have had this nice colored piping on them. The fluted seats in back also, those are kind of unique as well. And you do have rear seats, which are kind of storage, but you could fit kids back there, or maybe your dog if you wanted to. But yeah, a lot of custom stuff going on here. but it's got it retains the original look too. But the Clarion stereo system here would have had a CD and a cassette originally, but this one has the kind of world stereo system upgrade, where it's kind of retro designed, and yeah, it still is a Clarion system. The only difference is no more cassette, but it does have the CD, and it can tune into Canadian and US radio stations, which is awesome. And just really nice tan all across the dash here. Black top of the dash, and then these are your warning lights over here. On the door, I guess you have controls for your power windows and maybe power locks. Let me ask real quick. So yeah, power locks, power windows, but this is really what you want to see, because this is the 5-speed stick. I'll go ahead and show. Wow, it's kind of snicky. Nissan Micra, and they changed the engine to like the kind of world engine. It's the same engine, but I'll get into the specs in a bit. But this one was designed so that you could have left-hand or right-hand drive on it. So that's why they changed that out. A lot of customization, as I was saying, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Appears to be light effort on the stick, but I'll inform you of that later. We got a little storage under here. Yes, we do. An honest to goodness handbrake, and I am going to show you what it's like to put the top down too. That'll be super cool. A real glove box also. Wow, just super cool. It's going to be so fun to drive this. And again, I have driven it just in right-hand drive form, so that'll be super cool. I'll talk about the differences that I feel, and I'll tell you all about what it's like to actually drive it. But let's show you how to operate the top. Okay, here's how to put the top down. You first pull this, and that snaps the trunk, or boot as they call it in Europe, and we'll go take a look at that. But you release these latches. There you go. And then you gotta step on back here, open this up. All right, and then pull it on back. And there she goes. Look at that, all neatly tucked away. In a moment, gotta strap it down, huh? Yep. There you go. And Joseph here, we're gonna have a chat about what he's done when I get to driving, and it's gonna be really cool. You're gonna hear all about the customization of this very unique Nissan Figaro. And look, it has the tonneau cover too. Wow, that is awesome. Wow. Yeah, so this one really is unique. And I'll take it over to the other side and close the door so you can kind of really look at the styling. It's incredible. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. There's Joseph right there. So proud of his, and what do you actually call this car? It's Lily, but what do you call it?
Absolutely.
But Lily. You call it the American, what do you call it?
Yeah, the Ambassador of Happiness.
The Ambassador of Happiness. And it is. I mean, it's so funny because this is one of those rare cars, you know, it's kind of a guy thing to be into cars. There's many women that are into cars. Don't get me wrong. But really, women love this car. Women that I know, you know, I've been importing cars, and then they're like, import one of these, you know? I've heard that before. And I almost did, so I'll tell you that story. But for now, I guess you got to show us this silly trunk.
Yes.
Let's see this silly trunk.
It's where all the
It's a silly trunk.
It's about that big.
It's a silly trunk. Because the top's down now, but you could still... Now, if you didn't have the top down, could you fit more or not?
If the top was up, I use the back as a store. It's for groceries and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
All right. So you can fit a little more here with the
Yeah,
top
you can fit a little bit more, but this is where all the cleaning supplies are, and all the other stuff. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay, so now we will have you start it up, and
Sure.
I'll talk about the specs. Let's get going on that. Oh, look, it's got a hinge there to keep it up. That's awesome. Are you guys happy yet? If you're happy, smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot. All right, she is fired up, and I'm fired up too. About a 1-liter turbocharged Nissan Micra engine, and there's a little turbocharger. This strut was added, which is cool. Gives it more better stiffness and things like that. This was upgraded, the radiator, and to aluminum. So there you go. But you're looking at a whole 75 horsepower, 78 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in about 12 and a half seconds, maybe a little quicker because this is a 5-speed manual, and a top speed that people argue over, but about 106 miles an hour, 171 kilometers per hour, but it'll definitely do 90 according to the owner. But there you go, 36 miles per gallon usually reported overall. That's pretty darn good. I've heard of some people getting over 40, but that's it. That is your Nissan Figaro's engine, and I am so excited to hop in and drive. All right, well, here I am driving the Nissan Figaro, and let me tell you, easy clutch, kind of easy shift and everything, but the first thing you learn is exactly what I expected driving this car. Oh my God, people love this car. Somebody on a bike said sick, and a girl said nice car, and these people seem to be staring at it, and that's just, this car is not for the shy. You have people all around you, and they just love it. It makes them happy. Right, Joseph?
Absolutely.
I mean, it makes them happy.
End of the day, when you drive this thing home, you're not going to be sad.
And this is downtown DC.
Yep.
And it's just about rush hour, honestly. So, and this is the first time I'm driving this car. Again, I drove an original one with right-hand drive, and I was surprised at how kind of peppy it is. And oh, look, there's the Capitol building. See, we're right in downtown DC. But I was surprised how peppy it was, even with the 3-speed automatic. And so I think this one's going to be a lot better. So, all right. Oh, yeah, see, right off the line, it doesn't feel like a 0 to 60 in 12-second car. It feels quicker. I'm off, yeah, there you go. I'm into the revs now. Right about 4,000 is where it really kind of gets a little peppy, but you don't care about that in this car. It's not what it's about. It's a comfortable cruiser, and it was really born out of what was going on in Japan at the time. Basically, you had the car market was very strong, and Japanese people, believe it or not, they like new cars, and so a lot of people were importing like Mini Coopers and things like that. So Nissan saw a little hole that they could build these cars, and they built them at the Pike factory, but they built four different cars, and really it was based on the Nissan Micra and March. Yep. Right, they call it over there. And so they built this car, and they maybe we can just U-turn or what?
Yeah, you can make the turn here.
All right, we're just trying to avoid deep DC traffic here, and maybe we should just stay out of that. Get straight. I think nobody wants to be in that highway traffic.
Let's go straight.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so yeah, this is I'll just interrupt the history, but this is just such a wonderful car to drive, really. And I drove this car in England, actually, in Europe. I was buying a Fiat Barchetta. I have a couple of those, and one is for sale, actually. So if you're interested, hey, send me a PM on Instagram. But what's your Instagram, by the way, if they want to follow you?
Yeah, Figaro.Americano.
Figaro.Americano. And there you go. So this car, they saw that there was a market for a retro style car, and they took inspiration from, as I said, the Duchevaux, the Fiat 500, the Austin Mini, and the Auto Bianchini. I think my uncle had one of those too, so that's super cool. But I have a Fiat 500, actually. Mine belonged to Charlie Sheen, actually, and I see similarities between the Fiat 500C. It's a car that it makes you smile, it makes you happy, and it's it's not a sports car. It's not about that. It's about just being stylish, and it really stands out. And it is just a special car that, again, it evokes many things from the people around you. Already several people have definitely said something, and everybody's looking at this car. So that's what it's about. And this one in particular, again, I think it is the best one out there because it has just been, left-hand drive and modified in so many ways. Now, let's go ahead and talk about those ways, Joseph. Tell me all this. It's so numerous. You had to do a different suspension to make those wheels that are Steelies.
Yes.
Tell them about that. Tell them about everything.
Yeah, so working with the company over in England, we ended up putting coilover shocks so we can replace the 12-inch Polo tires with 15-inch Nissan Sentra wheels. And the 15 inches got us to white walls, which was what I wanted to really have and invoke that classic American white wall look with the bigger tires flowing out the rim. And then you kind of hear it in the exhaust. We did a stainless steel exhaust system, stainless steel muffler all the way through. Wow. Replaced the gas tank to be stainless steel as well. So when you add the 5-speed manual transmission, when you're going through the gears, you can really hear the engine kind of growl a little bit, not obnoxiously, but just enough to make it fun.
And I just noticed, of course, the light changed.
Yeah.
It always changes at that point where you can go or stop, but it's DC, so you better stop.
Well, have you go right so you can open it up down the stretch.
I'm going to open it up down here?
Yeah.
Right here?
No, go to the up one more.
I'm going to open it up, y'all.
Yeah.
But again, that's not what this is about. But it is a bit raspier than the one I drove in Europe and England. And I am just, even the brakes, everything. This is a very drivable car.
Completely.
It's just it's a classic that you can own and use. And I would say the prices range from about 10 to 25,000 in America.
In America, yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
You can tell me the company that did it. I know you went with 2 companies over there in Europe.
Yeah.
But what were they?
It was primarily the Figaro shop. Those are the guys that really went
they're
through.
In England.
They're in England. That it did COT, and they're kind of the key purveyors of the Figaro by the name the Figaro shop. At any given time, you go through the light, and it should open up a little bit.
Stay in traffic, or
no, I would just go straight. Otherwise, you're gonna hit more residential.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and so working with them, they've really took a lot to work the interior and to sort out the wheels, sort out the paint color, and to make sure that it's a 35-year-old car.
Yeah.
And so they went through the engine completely,
You kind of did everything. Let's be honest.
I did everything. I had the dashboard repainted and seats redone. So yeah.
That's awesome.
And this is basically a mold that they have where they can pour a mold to obviously move the steering column, and then they just put all the original pieces in.
Snicky. Let's get to second. Woo. Oh, we're gonna open it up.
Yeah, you want to hold the camera for you? So that way you can
I'm gonna open it up. They're screaming about the car. They love the car down here. It's so funny. And what a cool car to be driving. Perfect day to be driving it too. But you feel all the fun of the classic Fiat 500. Again, I own that. The thing about this, though, that improves upon it, this is what the Japanese do. If you've ever driven an original Fiat 500, which I have, again, I own the kind of new Fiat 500 from 2012. And yes, it's Charlie Sheen's. You can just search Drivin Ivan in any car, like Fiat 500 Charlie Sheen, and you'll find it. But what they do is they take all that classic kind of wonderful, beautiful styling, and they make it more modern with a dependable engine based on a car that's had hundreds of thousands produced. And in this one, they really did go all out with the stereo system and everything. I mean, to have a CD and a tape player back then, this was extremely luxurious back then. And notice that you might think this is one of the Kei cars, but it's not. The engine's too big to be a Kei car. Oh, we're really going to get to figure out the handling here. Should we do a U-turn here?
Sure, yeah, go all the way around.
But it's just absolutely a totally special car that is giving you everything you want from your 50s cars. The chrome, the styling, the convertible, and all the style. Again, you know, people love this car. I cannot emphasize enough how much people are just digging this car as you drive around. And that's why it's the ambassador of happy. Right, Joseph?
That's right.
So, the difference is, again, between driving a right-hand drive one, which I did. Of course, they're all going to be automatic, 3-speed automatic. So shifting it is, you know, more involvement in one.
Yeah.
It gets a bad rap. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, it's not this, it's not that. The thing about this car is it is more fun than you think. It is very dependable, 36 miles per gallon overall, and 110. Is it mile per hour? No,
that's so that has I have a miles per hour overlay. Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
But around 4,000 is where you really pick up the power, and it's just it strikes the right balance between just totally lovable styling, convertible joy, and city car sort of reliability and size too. It's not a K car, but it is. I have reviewed many K cars, by the way. Do check out my reviews of the Suzuki Cappuccino, the Honda Beat, and
well, you know, sometimes the small cars are fun to drive in the city because, you know, yes, they cap out, but you can't really play out 500 horsepower on the street.
Yeah, no, I'm somebody also that thinks I have a video 60 horsepower is better than 600, and I compare cars like my Austin Healey Sprite to those really fast cars that are out there today. I think what is it? My Porsche 996 Carrera 4 Cabriolet has 300 horsepower. I think that's a good amount. It's the car starts to drive you, and you just cannot handle all that horsepower. Honestly, it's just you can't keep them in a straight line. I reviewed the Hellcat even. But all right, let me grab the camera back from you.
All good.
And we got a beautiful view of the Capitol driving around the city here. Any final thoughts that I might have missed? Joseph, what do you think? Are we up there?
Yeah, slide through here. Yep.
I should slide through here.
If you can.
I can.
Look at that.
Can, but I was off the power there, and I had to make sure we didn't ruin happy. That would have been very sad.
Would have been sad. You make a right-hand turn.
Okay, but I turned the windshield wipers on. We got a crazy ambulance coming. So yes, as my review of this beautiful Nissan Figaro, the ambassador of happiness, the ambassador of happiness comes to an end. I am impressed. It is better than the right-hand drive version, I think. More powerful and more involved drive. But oh look, and it's like, yeah, look, there's a Fiat 500C like mine, and I'll pull it in right here for a second and say, you know, the inspiration comes from a car like this actually, and yes, I figured I'd give you another exterior view of the ambassador of happy. It's just so cool, and yeah, I have thoroughly enjoyed reviewing this Nissan Figaro, what I consider to be the best one in the world. Especially, I'll say it's the best one in the world for left-hand drive markets.
Yeah, there you go.
Because, you know, having a car that 10,070 something were built, but only about 30 or less have been converted to left-hand drive, it is so incredibly special. And I hope you will search any car in Drivin Ivan, and also watch my music videos. I'll have links below. If you want to see me playing the drums, bass, guitar on songs like Stairway to Heaven and Hotel California, and most recently Fall on Me by REM. I just did a driving video, music video for my song By and By, and I'll Never Tell. By and By features my MGF, which I imported from Europe, but I actually have videos to tell you all about that too. I'll put links below. But yeah, By and By, and also many original videos. Just search IvanKatz Originals. Follow my INK video channel where I just post acoustic songs, and watch my disc golf videos and guitar videos too, guitar reviews. But thank you so much for watching. Do search Drivin Ivan in any car, and I hope this video has left you happy, as I am oh so happy having reviewed. Thanks for watching. I am Drivin Ivan.